Howdy, everybody, and welcome to the Æther-Tech Wars. I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and GM for this Pathfinder 2E campaign. And joining me around my virtual table tonight are Brandie, Brie, Delioth, Dyto, and John. Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
They're so good at that. Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, starting first with our sponsor for this campaign, XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely by blurring the background, removing it entirely, or even putting your favorite picture as the background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM with a capital R, you can get 10% off of your purchase. You can find our referral link in the chat and show description. This week, we are back with another episode of Magi Knight's Awakening. Our crew has just started looking for something in the woods that killed a bunch of kids. And unfortunately, one of their team members are stuck with dealing with their parents. So, short one person heading into danger, possibly. We'll see what happens. Now, you can keep up to date on our schedule and everything we do here on the network by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody, on Blue Sky as Random Rhapsody, and on TikTok is Random Rhapsody_TV. And that's going to do it for our announcements. So join us as we return to the world of Loroupa and journey with a group of Pathfinders who have unwittingly found themselves embroiled in the Æther-Tech Wars. And we're back. So, you do know how we do our recaps. We offer up the Random Rhapsody coin for anyone who does that recap. It's worth a free hero point in this game, and also because Delioth it's his birthday today, we are giving them a free hero point as well. Just it's inspiration. So at any point today, if you want to re-roll, just let me know and you can do that. But as always, we still have that coin up for grabs for whoever wants it. If I do the recap, I'm going to get it as well. So, who wants to do it today?
Do it. Second session in a row.
It's true. Okay.
So I'm going to go for that 3 for 3. No, okay.
Maybe go for the hat trick. You never know. But anyway, Malachi, tell us what happened last time on the Æther-Tech Wars.
All right. These are my notes from last time, so hopefully they're good. As we delved deeper into the dungeon, we heard some squawking from the top of the stairs. I spied a few enemies, as well as a bird man that they were attacking. We burst into the room, with Maiko triggering a trap on her way in. There were a couple of goblins, kobolds, a lizard folk, and a gnome trap master. We sparred with them. Maiko went down, but I got her back up. We freed the Birdman, and he started helping. His name is Kikiro. Aeden went down, and something strange happened. She popped back up, but didn't seem quite herself. She started throwing her most powerful spells at the enemies. Eventually, the enemies began to retreat. The room that they ran into had a large fountain, which revealed itself to be a trap that shot jets of water. It took out a couple of the baddies, and we took out the rest. We retreated from the trap and healed up / searched the bodies. We replaced Maiko's thieves' tools. Big point there. We went back into the room, keeping our backs to the wall, and made our way to the northern door. We unlocked it and burst into the room to find a trio of kobolds and a trio of goblins at a table having a discussion. They saw us, and here we go again. That's it.
Here we go again is right. Okay, there you go.
Money.
There's the Random Rhapsody coin. Don't forget to use it,
Thank you.
though. It's only going to last the session. And you're absolutely right. There are kobolds and goblins inside that room, all of them looking directly at your group. Now, with the door open, you can see, for the most part, a wide, oblong-shaped chamber of smooth rock, much like a cave. There is, like Malachi said, a long table in the center of the chamber where those group of individuals are all seated around, at a distance, greasy-looking plates in what appears to be a small box in the center of the table. Beyond them, in one of the alcoves, you can see what appears to be a few sleeping bags. There's also some crates, a chest, a wheelbarrow near the tunnel, and towards the back you can see that tunnel kind of goes down a little bit past your vision. The cavern itself is not illuminated, but the light from your torches allows you all to take in these things, as well as, the 3 goblins and the 3 kobolds, who are all now, seated on the benches, but they're all starting to stand up as they regard you as well.
Can we move ourselves into the room?
You can move yourselves into the room after we roll for initiative.
Okay. Because I was like, I thought we burst in there.
Well,
I can't see them.
You kind of, I guess you were kind of bursting in on that. So I'll allow everyone to kind of move into the first part of this area here as you're rushing forward. But you can't get too far, so don't go crazy. I'm going to throw up the map for everyone else here in 1 second, as soon as I fiddle with this. Okay, there we go. Okay, and now that we have all got ourselves kind of where we want to be, let's roll some initiative.
What are all these effects on Aeden? What's happened to you?
Oh my god.
I'm so alarmed.
What the heck?
Maybe that was because when you were taken over or whatever, but I think we've healed you since then.
It says I'm encumbered and I shouldn't be.
Interesting. All right. And then this would just be...
Because I did not pick anything up, and I was not encumbered last time.
Is this a stealth initiative?
My honey's gone.
Not really, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. So what would I do?
You're just going to be rolling perception.
Okay. Oh, that's even better, so take it.
Okay, looks like everybody is in except for Maiko. No, Maiko's in, except for Aeden. There's Aeden. I see you now. Did you figure out why you're encumbered, Aeden?
I have not. I have a smoke ball in my inventory that I don't remember it being there.
Smoke ball?
Who gave that to them?
I may keep it.
That's a very good question. I have no idea. I certainly didn't put it on there. Unless I somehow did. I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm encumbered. It's fine.
It's probably a weird way that you wrote down something that we collected. Like, I bet we got like a part or something, and you were like smoke ball.
Well, I just
No, it's
I
an
deleted
actual
it off.
item.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I just deleted it
Never
off,
mind.
and you went back to unencumbered.
There you go.
Huh. Well, if I added that to your inventory by accident, I apologize. I have no idea how. We'll just go with it. Move things over just a little bit more. Okay, let's go ahead and get things going. We are at the top of turn order, and Kikiro, you are the first to react as your group just kind of charges forward into this room. You can see all of these goblins and kobolds. They are aware of your presence, and none of them look happy to see you. What would you like to do?
Well, I don't want to be the first one to throw stones, so I believe in my friends, my new friends. So, Malachi, you have a metal weapon out, right?
Indeed, I do.
All right.
I got
I'm gonna. I would love to start combat by casting conductive weapon
Oh.
on your gun.
Oh.
Mmm.
So touch it and it electrifies.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
So it'll be
Wearing metal armor is primarily made of metal. The electricity damage dice goes to 1d12.
Oh, shoot.
I'm
you
curious.
get a little bit extra to attack. A
Is
little
this
bit
something
extra
I can
damage.
pull on their weapon to like make it work automatically in this game?
Yes, I believe you can. You
Put
or
it on
they
my
can pull it.
pistol.
Yeah, I think you can also
I can
just
do
put
it.
it on.
Spell effect.
Your
Oh.
character sheet.
Yes, I just saw
Pistol.
it. Boom! I did it.
It might technically try to apply it to all of your weapons, but it applies to just that one.
Select. Okay.
And then that's 2 actions. Third action, I'm just going to take a step forward.
There you go.
Okay. Charging up Malachi. Malachi's weapon. It glows a little bit, and then you can just see this crackling of electric energy just coming off of the tip of your weapon.
I want to look down at my gun and say, I know you're hungry, girl. Don't worry.
Oh no, Draven is horrified. You're directly behind him when you say that. Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Well, it is my oath since I had to it's a soul forged weapon. I have an oath to make my gun also be legendary. So she wants to be legendary. I'm going to be famous and my gun's going to be famous.
Heck yeah. Well, we'll find out anyway. But first, it is one of the goblins who was rising up as you all burst in. You hear him go, "No! We didn't have time to complete the vote! Shit!" It is then going to charge forward. Moving 5, 10 feet to right here. And then, well.
Wouldn't that be 15? Because you can't go diagonal.
Well, so 5 feet, when you go diagonally, your first diagonal is 5 feet. The next diagonal is 10 feet. We've been doing it
Oh.
backwards. We've been, that was my mistake. I was doing 10, 5, 10, 5. It's supposed to be 5, 10, 5, 10. It always measured out the same, but it's still. Going you're
Yeah.
just 5 feet forward is just 5 feet. But once you go that second step, then it becomes 10. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as he comes around, he just yells out, "Vote is overruled!" and forces his hands forward. And as he does, you see flames begin to erupt out from his hands in a 15-foot cone.
Oh, shoot.
This is gonna happen to us.
Mm-hmm.
Vote is overruled. These goblins got no respect for democracy.
Let's see. How do I... Isn't there a way to do a cone on this?
I believe so.
Second thing on the left has a bunch of
There you go.
shape templates.
Yeah, it's like the little ruler.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
So
do right
I've
now.
got it up 15 feet.
Anyway, yeah, there we go. So that's going to be able to hit Kikiro and Draven. So I'm going to need the two of you to roll, I believe, some reflex saving throws. Let's go ahead and cast this. Boom, there we go. So I'm going to need reflex saving throws from the two of you, please.
That's not great.
Not ideal.
Okay, that's fine.
Much better. No, I'm kidding.
I will remind you, Kikiro, you do have a point of inspiration right now if you want to use it.
You know, I don't know if I'm gonna have a good chance for the rest of the session. I'm just gonna use that inspiration there.
Okay, use that inspiration and re-roll, please.
Roll and keep.
Oh my
higher.
god, it was actually better.
Wow.
It was actually
Happy
better.
birthday.
Wow. I think it's the first time that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting like a 3, honestly.
I mean, I did roll a 2 the first time.
Okay. Unfortunately, it is a DC 16 reflex
Oh,
save.
no.
You just failed. I'm sorry. I was really rooting for you there. It is
Wait,
5.
he gets.
Yeah.
There's also a +2 for his birthday too.
I'm not happy.
You know,
I gave him advantage.
You did.
Double advantage.
I tried. Anywho,
I tried.
5 points of damage to the two of you. Go ahead and take that fire damage.
This is fine.
That is that creature's turn. Oh, you know what? There we go.
I do have one quick question.
Yeah.
I have nimble dodge. Like I know it wasn't necessary this time. But is that already added into my AC or do I add that?
I believe it's already added into. We determined that through Foundry, as long as that toggle is checked, it's added automatically.
Okay, I do see that. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. After that is the goblin's turn. Next up, we have Draven. You just got burned up. There's a little bit of some scorch marks on your wooden shield. Not too bad, but you see a little bit. What do you do?
That was not very nice. And I'm gonna move 5, 10, and then let's see. We're gonna go ahead and just target this bad boy. And we're gonna smack him. We'll just do what I do best and hit. Dang.
Oof.
That's fine.
That is a 13.
All right. And then for the next one, I will go ahead and raise my shield.
Okay. Walking up to the goblin, you swing with your shovel, but unfortunately, the nimble little creature just kind of ducks underneath your swing.
Bitch, slap him with honey.
You keep that away from me.
Not accept.
Okay, next up, we've got one of the kobolds. The kobold is going to move forward. I think, yeah. The kobold says, "Well, I guess if the vote's over, then let's just do it." We're gonna move down 5 feet, taking doing a stride, which that is not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. There we
To
go.
vote for.
Moving forward at twice, he is going to make 2 stabs. With a spear that was right, or actually, sorry, 1 stab with a spear because he's using 1 action to pull out said spear. Keep forgetting we're playing Pathfinder. This is going directly at Draven, who is the clear threat. You got the shield raised. You're ready for this. That is a 7. That is definitely a miss. Your shield's up and like he just stabs at it instead of at you. Not sure why.
It's a bigger
he did
target.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even think Draven noticed it. He's too busy focusing on that. He's like, what was that? Hello?
That's it for that kobold's turn. The next kobold, on the other side of the table, he said, he just calls out in common, "Motion accepted." He is going to move 5 feet to the west towards, wrong guy, this guy. He's going to move 5 feet to the west where you can see that there is a chest right there next to him. Okay. Using his iron interaction, he is going to open that up and pull something out, which appears to be a small vial of some kind of liquid. You're not quite sure what it is at first. But then he is going to turn and he is going to attempt to throw it. See, this is a +5. See if this will actually work. So he kind of just grabs this thing, turns, and chucks with his last action. That is a 15 at Maiko, who's holding a torch.
Nope.
Ooh.
You jump back as the thing comes falling downward towards you, missing you, but then it smashes on the ground at your feet. What is in the container is oil.
Oof.
Very, very slippery oil. But fortunately, it's not affecting you right this second, but the square you're currently standing is covered in just slippery, slick oil.
Just a 5-foot square?
Yes, just a 5-foot
Okay.
square directly under Maiko.
Okay.
Which I will mark that with this drawing tool so you can actually see it. There you go. You're all able to see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay, that's it for that kobold's turn. Malachi, you are up next.
All right. Are any of these guys wearing metal armor?
At a glance, does not look like it.
Well, I'm gonna, as part of my first action, I can move up to 10 feet for free. So I'm gonna move right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna, since my gun is hungry in my mind, I'm gonna use its little special power. I don't know how to quote this. This work. There you go. Manifests the Soulforged armament, and once a day I can give it its special power, which is Planar Pain. I'll deal +2. I'll choose electricity, so an additional +2 electric damage. So now she's really sparking. And then I want to shoot this guy in front of Draven. That's the guy who shot the spell.
Okay.
I believe. So here goes. That's a 24.
24 does hit.
All right. And then I don't know how to automatically make it add that +2, so we'll just add it. Shock 1d6. Yeah, can I do that? No, it's like giving me dice rolls. Never mind. All right, so we got 9 damage +2 for 11. And it's all electricity damage.
Love it. You aim at the goblin who had just cast the spell. You hit this guy center mass right below the diaphragm. The goblin coughs in pain and staggers backward from just the severity of that shot.
Jeez. I don't think I targeted him last time. That wouldn't be a crit, right? 24?
It is not a crit.
Okay, just making sure. I've still got an action left, so I might as well try to shoot him again. That's only a 7, though.
Unfortunately, a 7 is definitely going to miss.
Charged shot goes wide.
Second shot goes off, hitting just one of the cavern walls there, ricocheting off, and hits, we're going to say, the bench, not far from one of these kobolds.
Malachi's like high as fuck right now off the power. So he goes, woo! Even though I missed.
I like it.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Next up, we've got a goblin who is towards the back over here. He is going to pull out a short bow, and seeing the loud boomy booms coming from Malachi, he is going to take a shot.
And Maiko blocks me with her body.
Yeah. First action was to draw the short bow, just so you know. Second action, firing. That is a 20 to hit.
That'll do it.
Two points of piercing damage to you.
Oh, jeez. I don't even feel it.
No, honestly,
right
the arrow just like grazes your shoulder.
Got too much adrenaline for this.
So I'm taking one more shot at you. That's 15.
Nope.
15 misses. Second shot goes wide, directly over your head. It looked like he was trying to take out your eye.
Not my beautiful eyes.
What a jerk. Is it for his turn? Maiko, you're up next.
All right. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go up to this guy here. 5, 10. I'm gonna go up to this guy right here, and I am going to take a couple swings at him. Let's see, where's the... 25 to hit.
25 does hit.
For 6 damage.
6 points of damage. To the kobold, right?
Uh,
Or the goblin? Which one?
I was going after the goblin.
Perfect.
Alright, and then one more. I'll take one more swing at him.
Well, you don't really have to. You stab directly through the goblin's throat, piercing him. And the goblin just like and slides backwards off of the edge of your rapier. He dies. And I feel like that's probably worthy of a point of panache.
Alright, perfect. I'm gonna go after this guy right here. Let's see here. For 15 to hit.
15 is going to miss.
Of course would. Alright, that'll be it then.
Okay, well, goblin that was supposed to go next is dead, so Aeden, you're up.
I am going to I'm going to use 2 actions to shield Kikiro. Or 1 action to do that, and then my two actions to phase bolt the goblin right next to Maiko, right in front of me.
You kobold?
Should it?
Got it.
Yeah, the kobold. It misses.
Yeah, that is a miss. You shoot your phase bolt just as the kobold was jumping back from Maiko's attack, and it just strikes the table. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Got it. Last but not least, we do have the kobold who you just attempted to stab at, Maiko. He is using his first action to pull out his spear. Action number 2 is going to be a stab at Maiko. First attack is a 21.
Ugh. Yeah. It hits.
That's going to be 2 points of damage. You parry the spear as it's being thrust at you. You deflect it a little bit, but it still stabs you into the arm. Ow, that hurts. It's going to be attack number 2 at you as well, but -1's definitely going to miss. Wow.
Do you mean for all these rolls to be private?
Are they all private?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
At first I was like, it's his intention, and then I was like, maybe he doesn't know.
That's weird. I'm gonna just attempt something here. Okay, I see what. Yeah, it's
I see it.
the toggle was switched. My bad, but yeah, one's definitely gonna miss anyway. Okay, we are at the top of the turn order with Kikiro.
All right. I got burned by this guy since my last turn, so we're gonna throw down an electric arc, just arcing through the kobold directly in front of me, and the one who burninated us.
Love it.
So they'll both need to make their reflex saves.
all the electricity.
Why is... Hold on a second. What the heck? Okay. I don't know what's going on with...
Foundry being strange.
Yeah, Foundry being strange. It took Maiko's initiative off, and then it's trying to make me re-roll it instead of put it back where it was, and I don't know why.
I think that's close. Oh, well,
I figured
technically I should be.
I figured it out. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. So let me go get those spells real quick. Sorry about that.
Here's that damage. DC 17.
That is a failure from the Kobold Warrior.
Oof.
That is a success from the Goblin.
Kobold full 5. Goblin will take 2 of that.
Okay, Kobold's taking the half damage. The Goblin's taking the half damage. The Kobold's taking the full damage. There we go. Goblin is definitely looking bloodied at this point. Between being shot and not being zapped a second time in a row, it's looking pretty messed up. The Kobold as well is looking pretty hurt.
And last action, I'll take a step over here.
Perfect.
Forward.
That's it for your turn. Draven, you are up next.
Oh, all right.
Finish who?
Yeah. We'll try to finish this. He's looking a little hurt. I will.
We're never gonna find out what this vote was about.
No. You're right.
Wait.
We need to keep one alive, but not the pyro.
No, not that guy. He hurt us. He's the one who called the vote off, and I think they should have, just voted real quick. Because I believe in democracy. You roll.
All right, miss.
And 16
know-
just misses.
That's okay. Let's try one more time, and then critical miss.
Horrible.
And that's fine. And then we'll just raise our shield for the last one.
Fair enough. 2 swings at the Pyro Goblin. Unfortunately, I skipped his turn.
That's. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
I did skip his turn. I apologize about that. We'll just have him go now. Those are misses from you.
Yeah.
Let's see here. He is gonna mutter something under his breath in Goblinese. Draven, do you understand Goblinese?
I cannot.
Okay. He is going to be casting his same spell that he did last time, Burning Hands. It is going to be... Let's see here. It's more casting it in, like, this direction right there. So, oh, wait a minute, hold on. This is... There we go. Yeah, it's going to be going just like this right here. I know.
My friend.
Yeah, it's I'm going to say, like,
Yeah, do it.
he's
Do
gonna
it.
have,
It's-
Do it.
he's going to be. He's aiming it towards you. You didn't quite hear what he said, but you see the kobold, like, his eyes go wide for a second.
Shoot.
Collateral damage, you know. Fine.
And
Fucked
yeah,
up.
burning hands second time. I'm gonna need that reflex saving throw from both you and the kobold.
Wait.
Good news is you both saved. Well, good news, I don't know how much you just call that, but whatever. 11 points of burning damage halved, so 5 to each,
Okay.
which does take
He's dead.
out the kobold.
No.
He's looking at you now. You look kind of wounded, but not terribly. He's gonna look back at the rest of his people and just say, "Uh-oh."
Whoops.
He is going to use his action to turn and stride, run away. This is going to give you an attack of opportunity, Draven.
All right. No.
That is
I
a
can't
miss.
hit today.
Jeez.
He is going to be moving 5, 10, 15, 25, to right there. That is his turn. Now we're going to go back to the proper turn order with the kobold over here. Unfortunately, you know, that whole thing with the oil didn't work the greatest.
I'm sure it'll work this time.
He is going to pull out a spear from the side there and chuck it at Malachi.
God damn.
24 is going to hit.
Yeah. Of course it is.
2 points of piercing damage. Another glancing hit against you.
I'm gonna have some cool scars later.
He's the kobold is going to take one more throw. Oh wait a minute. Well, no, I think he can't do that because he just threw it.
So he has a second spear.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does have 3 of them, but he's going to have to pull the next one out.
True.
So that is what he's going to do. Next up is Malachi.
Right. This guy who's fleeing is still within my range. So if I need to, I'll even step forward a little bit. See if I can. But I don't need to. Alright, I'm gonna shoot him. That's a critical.
Yes, it is.
You're
Let's
going down,
go.
buddy. So we'll get the shock on there. Got the fatal damage. And then we'll add +2 at the end. So 21 damage. Is he okay?
You know, strangely enough, I know this is going to surprise you.
He's fine.
Totally fine.
It's totally fine.
No, he is
He's so-
definitely dead. Without a doubt.
All right. So what I do is I'm tracking him the whole time when he flees away from Draven. I'm just like watching him as he runs, and then as soon as he gets right there, I just level my pistol over Maiko's shoulder and pop his head off.
Yeah, you do. And he goes down twisting.
Or
Does
maybe
he do that? Does he do that little cartoon like you see the X-ray skeleton for a second?
Yeah. Since it's technically all electricity damage with the planar pain, so it's like the bullet goes into his brain and then electrocutes him from the inside out.
And you just see that goblin before he drops to the ground.
And I just go nice. And then I want to turn at this guy who chucked the spear at me, and I think I might as well try to shoot him. Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Huh, I wonder why this guy's not getting the skull thing like everybody else did. That's weird.
Looks like he's got a skull to me.
Yeah, I see it.
It's not showing it on my screen, which is weird, but I see it on the other one. Okay, fine.
That was a 15, which I think.
15 does miss.
All right, and then as my final action, I would like to draw my short sword in my other hand.
Absolutely.
And it's already drawn on my sheet, so I'll just do that.
Okay.
It's good.
That's it for your turn. Next up, we've got this goblin warrior over here who just saw his friend get electrocuted.
Yeah.
He's gonna take 2 shots at you, Maiko. Or not Maiko, Malachi. Too many M names.
I'm hiding behind Maiko. Don't you think I get some partial cover?
Not really.
Maiko takes the hit for me.
23 is definitely gonna hit.
Yeah. Come on, give me 2 more points of damage.
How about 4?
That's just 2 twice.
It's true.
So, nothing.
Second shot with the short bow. 21. Wow.
Wow.
I'm rolling pretty good today. Another 5 points of damage.
Still kicking.
Last shot at you with a -2. That's 12. That's gonna miss.
Still on this side of the dirt.
That's it for the goblin's turn. Maiko, you are up next.
Alright, I'm going to just swing at the guy in front of me first. 20 to hit? I didn't look.
Yeah, 20 is definitely gonna hit.
7.
7 points of.
Oh wait, and that should have had, did I have my, oh shoot, did I mess up? I did mess up. I meant to have my competent finisher on there. I forgot to clicky click.
You know, let me take a look here real quick. Why don't we go ahead and try re-roll here? I'm gonna delete this. Try doing it again.
Okay, do I need to have it click?
Yeah, make sure
Oh,
that the
okay.
finisher is clicked if you're wanting to use that.
There. Okay, 8 damage.
8 points of damage is enough to take out this kobold. So why don't you tell us how that looks?
Okay, well first I'm gonna just take a swing and like, well no, I got a little, it wouldn't be like a swinging weapon, it's more of a rapier. So I
Yeah,
just,
rapier.
I stab him in the heart, and then as I do that, like, I put my foot up against his chest to push off of him, and I'm gonna go 5, 10, and then I'm going to tumble through this guy up here, which I do.
That is an acrobatics check.
To that.
Are you gonna like keep your rapier in him and then like push him down and do a flip over him? I think I've seen that in a movie before.
Oh no! I was pushing off of him as I went backwards and moved, and then moved. So, wait. And then I do my acrobatics check. 17.
17 is exactly what you needed.
To get through him, so...
So you tumble through him, which is going to make him flat-footed or take his AC down by 2.
Nice. And then... And then I will, after I get behind him, I will take a swing at him. And I will miss.
Can't win them all.
Yeah, unfortunately
That
that is a miss, but it still looks pretty cool. So there is that. Okay. Next up is Aeden.
Okay. I'm going to use my free action to unleash my psyche. And then I will move up to just behind Kikiro. And let's... I'm gonna telekinetic projectile against the goblin on the other side of the table.
You got it.
It's just like bits and bobs off of the floor. Let's do bludgeoning. So it's a 24, so that hits.
Definitely hits.
For 7 damage.
7 points of damage to the goblin is more than enough to take it out, or actually exactly enough to take it out. Anyway, why don't you tell us how this looks?
I think just like random debris, like out of the chest that the first goblin opened, just flies out of the chest between Maiko and the kobold, and just slams into the goblin on the other side of the table.
You clock him just on the side of his head. You kind of indents a little bit, almost like, throwing a rock at a melon. And he just goes down. Absolutely. Okay. Round 3, we are at the top of the turn order with Kikiro. There is only one of these enemies left, the kobold, who is currently engaged with Maiko.
Go.
Finish it.
Run over and help Maiko. Taking a stride, and then casting Gouging Claw to morph one of my hands.
Vote, though.
Nice.
We're never
We'll figure
gonna
it out
know
later.
your vote. We'll never either all be dead.
If they're all dead, then the vote is moot anyway.
I just want to know. The curiosity. I'm a cat.
Flashing.
Okay, well, since you are pincering with Maiko, this kobold is flat-footed, so they get the -2.
Chop chop.
Definitely gonna hit.
19.
Yeah, definitely hitting with that 19.
For 2 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
And he's bleeding for 2 points of persistent as well.
Love it. 2 points of damage. He does take the slash like the kobold was facing Maiko, right? Had its spear ready. You just come striding up, slash across the dude's back. He's wearing leather armor, and that just gouges the back of it. You can see blood just start pouring, trickling down his back. Ouch. That it for your turn?
Yep, that is all the actions.
Okay. Draven, you are up next.
Well, they've got this. So I think first and foremost, I'm gonna heal myself a little bit. I did take a little bit, so you at least want to get
Yeah, no, keep yourself alive.
just get a
Yeah.
little bit up there. So we'll
fair.
go ahead and give myself some of that.
Malachi is bleeding profusely.
That's fine.
That's fine.
You're right. Whoa, I just realized I feel kind of lightheaded.
All right. 5, 10, 15.
It's
I can
alright,
move
you got
over
8 other
here.
lives.
Right.
My
Well, no, I
I
think
didn't even notice. I'm almost dead.
And then, since I did use that, I can do Desperate Prayer, which I can do to get back a focus point.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. I can't seem to activate it, but it's just once per day kind of thing. And then with that, I can go ahead and target you and do Lay on Hands again. I think. Should be able to, because it's...
Desperate prayer once per
Prayer.
let's see, frequency.
You begin
Yeah,
your turn.
this doesn't cause an action or anything, so yeah.
So. Sweet.
So
There
what
you
I
go.
get this?
You get some 6 HP back.
Well, Draven, that was a hoot and a half.
Let's not do it again.
Honestly, I'm kind of ready for another.
Oh.
I'm reloading. No, I'm not.
Alright, so that's my turn.
Okay. Next up, we've got the warrior who is, well, he's the last one left. He is looking between the two of you and kind of, measuring the odds in his mind. He also just took 2 points of bleed damage, which kind of sucks for him. So, let's see, you're taking...
It'll be at the end of his turn.
At the end of his turn, he needs to make that. Okay. I was just reading it real quick. So he's looking between everyone and he's like, hey, I'm just a hired hand. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones.
What a coincidence. We're hired hands too.
So what he's doing is he's saying, look, I'm good. I'm not with them. I'm perfectly content to live and let live. You let me go. I'm not gonna do anything. You can have everything here. Just let me go.
What was the vote about? Was it about fighting us?
He kind of looks at you and is like,
I'm just so curious,
Yeah.
please.
kinda, sorta.
Well, can you elaborate on that, kinda?
I'll elaborate if we all just take a step back.
We
I'll
do
tell
have
you-
a table here. Why not sit and discuss?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm fine with letting the little guy go. Look at him.
Okay, he's basically holding his turn. He's not going to take any aggressive action if nobody else is going to.
Well, maybe I shouldn't move yet. If we're not out of initiative.
So, well, like I said, he's holding his turn right now. So, Malachi, you're up after that. Do you take any aggressive action?
As my first action, I reload my gun. And then as my second action, I holster my gun. And as my third action, I holster my sword.
That's fair. Well, Maiko, you're the one right next to him. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna kind of look him up and down a little bit, and I'll go ahead and sheath my rapier as well. But I'm not gonna take my hand off just in case.
That's totally fair. Aeden.
Oh, and I'll back up a little bit too, just to further drive home.
I forgot to have him do that. Yeah, critical success on the kobold. So he did take the 2 point of bleed damage, but he did succeed at the end of his turn. I like that it did it automatically. That's kind of cool. So Maiko is stepping back. Aeden, you are the last person in turn order. You have a chance. You could just wipe this dude out if you really wanted to.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay. Kikiro, how about you?
I'm just gonna kind of shove the goblin off of this bench and sit on it. Sit down. I'm tired.
That's
Cool.
fair.
Oh, I am gonna sit on the edge of the table, though.
Sure. Okay.
Feet dangling.
Then with that, I am going to say that we are out of initiative. Because you all kind of take steps back. The goblin, he puts his spear very carefully down on the ground. Stands up, holds his hands out, and say, okay, I will answer any questions you have for me if you're willing to let me go. I'm like I said, I was just hired by these guys. He's
So
speaking
you don't like...
He's speaking in that weird kind of kobold common. It's like barks and yips, but lizardy sounding. But he is speaking common to you all.
Can I roll an insight? Or I guess what would it be in this? It's not insight, right?
It's a
Just
sense
perception.
motive check, which is perception.
Okay, that's right. Just to make sure that one of these guys wasn't like his best friend and he's got a vendetta burning in his eyes. He really just wants to fuck off and never come here again. Alright, perception. That's a 23.
23. You're looking him up and down. You kind of watch his eyes. You're seeing his hand motions. He seems terrified, first of all. He's clearly terrified. But he seems on the level. He has no love for these people. And in fact, he kind of like walks around the table a little bit, and as he does, he kicks the dead body of the guy who is casting magic in the side before coming
Those guy-
around.
This guy hard as fuck. Alright. Well, all I really want to know is what the vote was about. I don't know if we've got any other questions.
No, we have lots of questions. I do think we should discuss, like, what are you doing down here? Who paid you? Where's the robot?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'll start at the beginning. Your first question, what was the vote about? We were voting whether or not we were going to burst out from here and attack whoever was attacking the forward sentry point. I assume that must have been you all. We heard some loud sounds. We heard some attacks. We saw someone trying to open the door and then it gets smashed again. And we heard the trap going off in the other room, that fountain thing. And we were trying to decide what to do. That one over there. He points at the goblin who is casting burning hands.
Mm-hmm.
That one over there. He's actually one of the employed. His name is Burbage. And he
Was Burbage.
Bourbon, yeah, was I guess. He's the one that was leading the whole thing. They do everything by committee, everything by vote, except for what the boss wants. The boss, whatever he says goes. He's the one who pays. But he like encouraged them to vote. I've never seen anything like it.
And who is this boss guy?
His name is Zormunder. He's
Zormunder.
Zormunder. He's a gnome. He's kind of a jerk, to be honest. He's smart. He's big brains, and he's got pretty good magic. And he pays pretty well. But he's also just needy as hell, always wanting us to go looking for more things. he sends the digger crew out all the time looking for more supplies. He's been working on this crazy experiment thing, and
Is there something in particular he's looking for that he sends you out for?
mostly metal bits. He's always wanting
Parts.
ingots, anything made out of steel, anything made out of copper. He wants those things immediately. Money, supplies, food. We've been down here for quite a while, or they have anyway. My tribe was hired about 6 months ago.
See, if y'all had stayed down here in these tunnels, like harvesting metal bits and copper, wouldn't have been a problem, huh? But you had to like go up there into people's homes and then steal shit. Now that's why all your coworkers are dead. Was that something Zormunder told you to do?
The kobold nods his head. He says, well, once the first experiment was such a success, the boss wanted more and more and more. He wanted to keep going, build bigger things, but he needed much more supplies to do that, and we needed, living supplies as well, food, things like that. And so he would send out the digging crew. There's tunnels all through this area, and some of them lead to all sorts of different things. We found a burial chamber. We found a couple of weird shrines. We even found...
Yeah, we seen him. That's old hat. What was his first experiment?
Well, that was the digger.
The digger itself.
Was before I got here. I'm not quite sure where that came from, but they were experimenting with the digger. They wanted to see how well it would work, and it worked great. It dug all these tunnels all over the place.
Are there more of the diggers, or was that the only one, as far as you know?
That was the only one of that type, but he got something else, something bigger.
Do you know where that digger may be now?
Yeah, I saw it come through. It's been in the workshop.
Ooh.
He points down to the north, down a tunnel that seems to be extending downward about, way past your vision, to say the least.
And are there more goblins and kobolds and maybe magic gnomes down in the workshop?
Let's see. And he kind of thinks a little bit about who all could be down there. Look, there's Zormunder. There is his two people, Kikrich and Benga. They came along with him.
They also got magic?
No, they're the muscle. They're his engineering.
Bodyguards.
He called some engineering assistants. I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
But are there more hired hands like you? Because if I'm being honest, I don't want to kill any more, people trying to get work. But if this man in particular, we can take care of him. But is there any way that we could convince you to get, say, other hired hands to vacate the premises?
Make for me a persuasion check.
Can I aid in this persuasion check?
You can try.
I would like to try too.
You're going to be rolling a persuasion first. The flat check is a 20, and if you beat that, you can give Draven a +1.
Okay. what I'm gonna say is, and if you don't think they'll be easily convinced, if you know what they're paying you guys, I'd be curious to know that. All right, persuasion. I gotta find it.
Persuasion is not a check in Pathfinder.
What is it?
Oh,
That's
shit.
D&D.
Duh.
It'd be diplomacy.
Diplomacy, not persuasion. I'm sorry. I was
fine.
literally playing D&D the last 2 days.
Give me just a. Hold on, let me see something.
Yeah.
I might have. So, I have group coercion. I mean, I could just coerce though, but I guess. Oh, that wouldn't really help in this situation, would it?
Yeah,
I don't know. Should I
Yeah.
roll?
that would be more of a... But yeah, sorry.
That's more if I have more. Go ahead.
Literally been playing 5e all weekend. It is diplomacy. Go
I
ahead.
got a 9.
That's fine.
So unfortunately, that is not going to aid Draven. But Draven, go ahead and roll your diplomacy check.
17.
Much better.
17. The kobold says, we have, well, there's 2 hunting parties right now that use the other tunnel to go out into the woods and hunt game. We kind of are getting a little low on our foodstuffs. We got a little bit of fish left over and some of this. And he points to one of the plates that are on the table. I mentioned them before. They're kind of greasy looking. There's like little bits of what appear to be meat, but it's like covered in grime and oil, and it looks, well, it looks like really, really, really bad takeout.
Oh, I don't know why you're giving us all this extra detail.
But anyway, so there's about a dozen others that have been hired. They're in 2 groups. They're out hunting right now. My tribe is one of them. And so, as far as convincing them not to attack, I certainly could talk to my people.
Yeah,
Right.
just go up there, tell them maybe we don't go back, and just go
It's-
home.
It's going to be
I mean-
a little difficult. We're getting paid a gold coin. It's worth a
Oh,
bit.
you're right. That is quite a lot. Well, let me just see what I got. I rifled through my bag. Like, I don't know if I have a gold coin or
Well,
not.
1 gold coin each, I should specify.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, each of them.
I was gonna say, like, oh no.
Each of them.
We
You said
could
it-
certainly try to at least compensate for that. And I mean, once our job is done and we're over the area, you could. I don't see any issue of you could scavenge what's left. It would just be sitting here rotting, so you and your whole tribe could have it. I suppose, if that would give you good incentive.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna roll on that diplomacy check you made previously and say, you know, if you're willing to compensate the 7 of us, I'll go find them before they come back. You could easily do whatever you have to do and be gone long before they show up, and I'm sure the 7 of us might find the others, and we could probably at least talk them into not coming while you're all down here.
Can I roll a perception check on if he's gonna take the money and run?
Yeah, you're wanting to do another sense motive check? Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Because he could easily just take all his money and be like, "Bye, sucker."
He could. He absolutely could.
That's an 11.
He seems on the up and up. He seems convincingly that he wants to just get his friends and not deal with this anymore.
I look at Draven, and kind of furrow my brows a little bit, and he's supposed to read something from that.
I think he froze him back, just mimicking you, not sure what else to do.
I think he understands,
Oh,
and I
okay.
just nod a little bit. I'm like, yeah, Draven gets it. All right. Tell you what. What if we give you half, and the rest you can make up and more from the scavenging after the fact?
Make a diplomacy check.
Yeah, we'll say half. If what?
I was about to say, if nothing else, we could just leave the other half with the scraps so they can
That's true.
guaranteed have it. So
Well, let's see if this works first, and then if not, that can be our compromise. That's another 11. I'm gonna use my coin, because why not? Otherwise, I'm gonna forget about it anyway.
Use that random Rhapsody coin.
Is there a way that I re-roll it, or do I just roll it again?
Just roll it again.
Okay. That's a 16.
16.
Consider this. Trade offer.
Well, the boss does have a lot of coins down in the workshop. If you're gonna leave us some salvage and give me maybe 4 gold pieces, I think that should be enough for me to convince everybody that we just leave.
You know, for a man who's about to die, I'd say you're making it out clean. I just stand there, though. I don't initially offer to put any money in.
I do appreciate you taking the time. This is actually what I've been trying to do this entire time since we got down here, but every single room we get attacked immediately. So I'm glad that we could come to this now. And this is where Draven pulls out his notebook. I don't believe I caught your name. I like to keep track of everybody that I meet. You know, it's good to remember friends.
My God, he's got a death notebook.
Yeah, he literally does.
Like the kobold kind of drops his jaw a little bit. I'm Dithic. Dithic.
Dithic.
Oh, that's lovely. Is that from your mother's side or father's side?
Alright, Draven.
That's just what my tribe named me.
Oh, it's very nice. I do like it. Okay, and then I'll put the notebook away.
Alright, we'll just pony up 4 gold pieces real quick.
I'll throw in a gold.
There's
And also-
17. There's 17 in the party loot.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get ready to say. We do have like 17 in party. Other
Alright.
amount, other
Dispersed.
coins.
Disperse the 4 gold.
Okay. Let's.
Do we want to take just all 4 out of the party loot?
I can
May as well.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, let's do that then. Just
Okay.
take 4 out.
I just took 4 out of the party loot, so there you go.
I'm also gonna throw in 1 more just for good measure, out of my own.
Okay.
Malachi scoffs.
I want to see if I see Maiko doing that, because that's gonna definitely like change some perception.
Are you doing this stealthily, Maiko, or are you just plopping down a 5th one?
Not really. I'm like more of a, hey, I sympathize with those who are just trying to make a living. I'm not trying to be stealthy or anything. I just
Okay.
out there.
Okay, then Draven, you would definitely see that.
Good to know.
Malachi rolls his eyes. Because after all that work that I put in to save us some money.
The kobold.
This means it's 1 less we have to give later.
Oh, I wasn't planning on leaving jack shit. I'm gonna be real with you. I was gonna take it all.
Don't tell Draven.
Don't tell Drexnick either.
No, I haven't said anything. In my mind, that's why I'm like, what the hell, guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Maiko definitely is not intending on taking all of it. That's not her style.
The kobold scoops up the coinage. He looks to you all and says, "Oh, good luck down there. That thing that the boss was making, they've only tested it twice, but both tests have been a success. It's pretty powerful."
Do you know of any weak points or things to look out for?
I'm gonna say that the kobold kind of maybe
Slimy little bastard.
Oh, I thought we were friends. No, I'm
You
kidding.
forgot
I'm
the
kidding.
part- You forgot the part where you were just about to die and now you're walking away with 5 gold pieces?
It's fine.
I mean, for 7,
I draw my gun.
No. It's fine. Draven pulls out his little skull
Draven,
knit coin
Have
purse.
you no self-respect? You're gonna let yourself get swindled by this slimy lizard over here.
slimy lizard. I've been completely forthright with you all.
This is my friend
I find that
Traffic
very-
now.
Yeah, you're about to find nothing
we're-
bury anything real
No,
soon. So
It's fine, Malachi. We're friends. This is my good friend now, so it's no big deal.
Draven.
We'll give him a coin.
Malachi sheathes his gun. I holster my weapon and I turn around and light a cigarette and take a big deep breath.
He takes the 2 gold and he says, "That thing that the boss was making, it's got enough strength and power to rival a dragon. Those tests were impressive, and the thing seems to be stable enough to hold whatever it is they're doing down there. I know that the boss said that electricity, well, he said that electricity, like what you were shooting with your gun, wouldn't do a thing to the thing. Or he doesn't know it's a gun. Sorry, that thing, that electricity boomy weapon of yours, whatever that thing is. The boss said electricity doesn't affect it at all. It's also got really, really hard armor on it. Weapons like clubs and swords barely scratch it.
Are you exaggerating when you say to rival a dragon?
That's
You
what
met-
the
you met
boss
some
kept
dragons?
saying.
That's just what he said.
And I wasn't here when he started working on it, but we've been eating off of a wormling since I got here.
So to rival a dragon wormling is what you're saying.
Does it
That's pretty terrifying.
Does
Don't
it-
want that unleashed.
What was that, Aeden?
does he control it, or does it kind of control itself?
A little bit of both. It responds to his commands, but it also acts on its own. What would the boss autonomous, something like that. It moves on its own. But I can tell you.
Hold on, I'm looking at my intelligence to see if I am intelligent enough to know what he's trying to say.
Autonomously?
Yeah, that word. The boss used that word.
God.
But I will tell you that the boss did tell us not to submerge it in water. Whatever we do, don't get it wet, he kept saying. So,
Does anybody have any water magic?
Let's talk about it after this fucker leaves.
Yeah.
the kobold says that's all I know.
Well, terrific. I do appreciate your time, and I'm glad that we could all come to a mutual understanding.
I agree. I appreciate you all being so reasonable. My tribe will remember that. Well, I'm getting out of here. Good luck with whatever you're doing. As far as the boss knows, we've never met. Bye.
No.
Hey Drithik, when you go out there, can you tell people about my boomy weapon? It's pretty cool, right?
It is pretty cool.
All right.
Make one.
Don't let us see you down here again.
Oh, believe me, we won't. You won't see us.
Our mercy only lasts once.
I'm standing in the corner again, and I pick up my gun to my face, and I'm like, every kobold is gonna know you. Every single one.
The kobold.
Did he tell us how to get down to the?
Yeah, it's this way.
Okay.
Yes, it is the tunnel going downward. Well, the kobold kind of nods his head to you all and says, "Good luck. Let's hope we never see each other again." And he kind of gets down and scurries away, heading in the direction that you all came in.
Just walk through the city. Sure. I'll turn to everybody and say, honestly, I don't think we're getting paid enough to fight something that is akin to a dragon.
Well,
I know I keep saying it, but
I will say one thing though. He said it's weak to water.
yeah, but that's
What's right in the room to the south of us?
Do you think it will fit through the door?
no. She's talking.
I
about
mean, it's a
mountain.
digging machine. If it has enough incentive to go into that room, it can dig its way through.
Is that machine a digging machine, or is the first one he made just a digging machine? I don't know if it has digging abilities, but I do think this.
I mean,
is
it's a giant machine, though.
Yeah.
If it does, even if it doesn't have digging capabilities, I would assume
So what are you thinking?
it could
We
still
could-
force its way.
Somebody acts as bait, gets it to chase him up here, because I just want to say I'm not volunteering.
Oh, I mean, I don't mind, but I'm not
No,
very
Draven.
quick.
Stand up for yourself.
Oh,
I mean, I think that might be. I mean, that is one plan.
Is there a way? Because you said that this thing over here descends, right? Descends down to the workshop.
Correct.
So, is there a way we can get the water to simply flow down there, flood that room, and then go down there to fight it? And the water's at least right there.
I'm not technological smart
I
enough
mean,
to
how much-
know that.
How much water does it take to affect this thing?
It's a lot.
I mean, it may not need to be submerged in water.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if it steps in it, or
I mean, I have an empty honey jar that I can fill with water.
you're thinking.
I have a
Yeah.
honey,
so-
a water skin that can also be filled with water. There's crates all around us that can be filled with water. It might leak a little bit.
I mean, generally speaking, I don't know that crates would hold much water.
Yeah.
Well, there's big barrels over here.
There are barrels.
There's a barrel.
There's a wheelbarrow too.
What is the
There is a wheelbarrow, and there's also this thing over here that you're pinging right now.
Mhm.
It's a keg with a
Hell
spout.
yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
But then the other problem is getting the water.
Is there a hose?
There's a wheelbarrow over here.
Oh no,
I-
because remember, this is a trap over here too. It shoots water at us.
yeah.
We need to find a way to deactivate that.
I'm gonna pump this thing. Is it water that comes out, or is it something else that comes out?
Ooh, I want to smell it.
It is a nice frothy beer.
Oh, hell yeah. Alright, is there... I'll look around for a mug.
I will say I am loving the energy and everybody's coming up with great ideas, but could we maybe even go what's the word, scouting ahead just a little bit? See
yeah,
kind of
for
what we're
sure.
getting into before we come up with all these wonderful master plans.
Yeah, you think you're gonna sneak down there and ain't nobody gonna see you?
I could be quite stealthy if I really try. You don't know me.
Oh, honey. Is there a mug around that I can get myself a nice frothy beer?
There are some wooden cups just kind of strewn all over the place. They are filthy. They are dirty.
Ugh.
You pick each one up and it's like covered in grease and dried food stuffs and little bits. It's nasty.
All right, I throw the cup and I put my mouth directly to the spout.
Oh,
You start pumping and
Yeah.
and
I just want a mouthful and see if it's good.
It's not bad. It's a little sour. It's a little skunky.
Gunky.
Yeah. It's not the best beer you've ever tasted in your life. It's definitely past its prime.
Well, it gives you the liquid courage either way.
oh my
So
god.
I'm gonna wash the flavor down with the health potion because I'm not feeling good.
Fair enough.
You know, it's fine. It's actually not that bad. I say as I swing the taste away. Oh my god. Terrible.
Well, I think this is actually an excellent point to take a pause and go on break. Yeah, a few things you can consider and decide what the next steps are you're going to take as you continue this exploration. So stay tuned, everybody. We will be back in about 10 minutes. See you soon. Howdy, everybody. We are back, and guess what? Our heroes just leveled up to 2. Impressive.
Yay.
Yay.
That was a lot of enthusiasm. I appreciate that.
Sorry.
How dare.
Reading.
Ooh, what else do you want?
Oh, I just realized how much my health went up too. That's
Yeah.
I was about to say no. It's fantastic, but now I'm like, oh, new stuff I have to learn. Oh
Yes.
god.
That is true. But when we last left off, our heroes have just had a conversation with a kobold who they paid to convince his buddies to not help anymore, and he went off to go find them. And you are now standing in this chamber. You can tell from looking about that this was at least used as a campsite for this squad. You can see quite a few bedrolls all spread out among the different alcoves in this area. You can also see that there are those crates over there and barrels and a keg that Malachi has drank from and proclaimed delicious to everybody else.
I said not that bad.
Yeah, fine, fair enough. Not bad. And there's also that chest that the kobold had thrown a grease bottle at you all with. Or from. Anyway, other than that, you know that down the tunnel to the north, there is another workshop somewhere in the distance where the boss of this whole thing, apparently dude by the name of Zormunder, is currently waiting at. So, Pathfinders, what do you all plan to do now that the kobold has peaced out?
I kind of want to look around and just, I don't know.
Yeah.
It would be an investigation in D&D, but like I just want to look and see if there's anything useful. You know, we just killed a bunch of people that are camping out here. They've got to have some supplies.
Yeah, I want to
that's
look
fair.
just mostly for health potions.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I would just like to refocus myself, do some prayer, and get a focus point back. So.
Okay. So while Draven is sitting down and doing a little bit of refocusing, why don't those of you who are wanting to take a look around roll for me? It's it's another perception check.
I'm also going to be refocusing.
11 to loot.
Got a 17.
Okay.
That's better.
I got all the drugs I
Well.
can make, bro. too much.
The three of you working together while Kikiro and Draven are refocusing. You do find a handful of things. Maiko and Aeden, you don't really find much as you're looking about. I imagine the two of you start going through the bedrolls first. There's not a lot. So you find some food scraps and things like that. It's a little disappointing. With Malachi helping out, going through the chest and the boxes and things like that, you do find a small handful of useful items. First of all, you find a bolt of fine silk cloth worth about 5 gold pieces. You also find a painting of an adventurer on a horse that you estimate is probably worth about 2 gold. You find a sack of coins, Malachi. You specifically find this with your 17. It's a sack that contains 20 silver pieces. You also find a crystal decanter filled with a little bit of residue at the bottom of it. You're not quite sure what that is. Probably, maybe old wine. Who knows? But you estimate it's probably worth about 1 gold. You find 2 jars of oil. The vial of oil that the kobold threw at you, there's 2 more in there. You also find a small feather that is random, but as you pick it up, you realize it's not like a real feather. It's actually made of stone and a few other things. It appears more like a token. It's a feather token. You also find, in total, 2 healing potions.
Minor?
The regular healing potion. The 1d8s.
Moderate.
Yeah, 1d8s, which I will go ahead. I'm going to just go ahead and pull all these things into the loot table for you.
I did, of course, keep those 20 silver pieces.
Of course you did, so you
Of
can
course.
add that to your sheet. I won't add that to the loot table. But I am going to add the handful of other things real quick.
Hey, is the stream working for everybody else on Twitch? 'Cause mine says it ended.
You need to refresh.
Mine is active.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
That's
might
stupid.
take some ammunition and then 3 bombs. Why not?
Hell yeah.
It's like, yeah, there's other useful stuff, but do they explode?
That's true. I'm just going to be adding in as far as the goblins themselves, the goblins and the kobolds the kobold you killed. There are some short swords. There are some short bows. You find some arrows as well. Find 2 more spears. And in total, you find, let's see, you killed 25 more silver pieces on the kobolds. Or the 1 kobold and the 4 goblins. 2 kobolds. Yeah, 2 kobolds and 4. 1, 2, 3 goblins. Sorry.
I definitely would like to steal a health potion.
Question, the emerald that I have is the one that was in that glass case, right?
Yes.
Trying to think how irresponsible Aeden is going to be.
Super.
She may break it open.
Break it open.
It's just an emerald, right, guys?
How much is that worth again?
Enough that I can use it for my crystal healing. It's 20 gold pieces.
That seems promising. Why do you want to break it?
No, I want to break the case that the emerald is in.
Oh, I see.
Not break the emerald.
Have we checked that out? Like, magically, spiritually?
I don't think so.
All right.
Because I think we got it and then I was out and then I forgot about it. Which is a very Aeden thing to do, is just forget about it.
I'm really into taking risks, as you well know. I just think maybe you should do it in another room, or at least far away from us.
I mean, there are several alcoves in here. You do happen to note as you look about.
Yeah, we could always block up one of these doorways with some of these sleeping bags if we need a barrier.
Well, you know what? While they're checking out the room, I think that's what Aeden is going to do. He's going to go off to the side and figure out why this emerald is in the case. So, I don't know, maybe an Arcana check or something?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check.
Uh, 20.
Examining the emerald in the glass case, you're kind of turning it around. Nothing about it gives you any indication that there's magic whatsoever. It seems to be just an emerald in a glass case.
I'm going to break it open. The glass case, not the emerald.
Okay. You pick it up and just kind of throw it against the wall. It's not hard to do. It's glass. It hits the wall and shatters, sending a shower of little pieces of glass down around in front of you. The emerald bounces as well. Tink, 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 and lands not far from you.
Cool. I'll pick the emerald back up.
You pick it up, no problem. I've added everything to the loot table, by the way, so feel free to pull out what you want. Oh, I need to add. There you go. Okay.
Well, I took one of the healing potions. I don't really think I want anything else, unless we divvy out money.
Maybe we can go ahead and divvy out the money if you want. Just get it so it's done.
So how many people do we have? 5?
Mm-hmm.
There is a button that you can just distribute the coins with.
Oh, yeah?
Is there? That's fancy.
Yeah, do it.
Can you guys all see that? Or no?
I don't see...
We cannot.
see
I
it.
think it's only you.
Then I will do so. Boom.
Boom, easy, lovely, obsessed.
Isn't that amazing?
Yep.
So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has been gotten 2 gold pieces, 10 silver pieces, and 7 copper. So, what are we doing from here, Pathfinders?
I mean,
Do we want to try and see if we can disarm the fountain trap so we can get some water?
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea to see.
So we could just use the beer, unless you have a plan for getting all that water down there.
I mean, there are barrels.
Indeed.
I do also have some water magic.
Oh, hell yeah.
Some.
Oh.
I do think we should just try to flood it. If that ramps downwards and we can get some barrels full of water, we can just throw some water down there. And then
We don't know how far down it is.
Yeah, we
So we
don't
need
know
to
what's
bring the
actually
water.
down there.
True.
Oh, wow.
It's a good idea, though.
Who is good at seeing things? Because I'm not. I can try and help turn off the trap, but
I'm pretty decent at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty okay at it. I got +7.
I got +8.
Yeah, so got +8.
I mean, can maybe I can help? I guess is that something? That's not really something I could do a help action. Can't hear you.
Why not?
So a perception check, yeah, you can't. I don't know really how you can help as far unless you're like standing over their shoulder trying to point things out. But that would just be two of you making perception checks to see what you see, not helping. So the two of you can both like stand at the edge of where you know the trap is, doesn't get sprung, and make perception checks if you want to, looking for something that might indicate a mechanism that you can disable this contraption at if you want to.
Oh, were you wanting us to look at the fountain, or were you wanting me to look down this hallway?
Yeah, which one are you doing? Are you looking at the fountain, or are you looking down?
Yeah. I'm asking Aeden.
what?
You were talking about who's good at seeing stuff. Where do
Yeah.
you want me to look?
You could probably look along the wall first. Maybe the center apparatus.
So you're talking about the fountain.
Yeah, the fountain.
Right. I'll give it a little peek ski.
Same.
Yeah, I'll let you guys go first.
Is
I'm
it
gonna
okay
drink
if
another
I'll
health
do it?
potion.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just a button for blind general. That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of want everybody to just roll blind perception checks for me. You're standing at the edge of this fountain right before the space where you know it gets, before it triggers. So I'm going to need one from you too, Malachi. Okay. The three of you stand there against the wall, looking towards the fountain. You know that one step forward, it triggers. But where you're standing, you're certain you're safe. The three of you look, you kind of take a little walk around the edge of the wall from one side of the room to another. Malachi, you're the first person to notice that at each of the corners there is a small piece of stone that's raised up higher than the others. You kind of inch yourself around and look, and you can see that there's definitely some sort of gap down around this stone. Whereas most of the other places, everything is like connected. There's barely enough room for like even dust to go between stone. And this location, there is that gap and a little bit of a raised indentation. As you kind of continue your way around, Kikiro, you see another one of these as well. You see at one of the other corners, similar, that raised little bit of stone, the gap around it. Looks like it's wide enough that maybe lockpicks could slide through. The two of you make a circuit around. Maiko, you don't see shit. You don't notice anything at all, and you're kind of getting frustrated that you can't see anything until the other two do point these out. At each of the four corners, there is a space there. And it looks like a bit of a mechanism there. It's hard to tell without standing right above it, but you're guessing that at least if you disable at least one of those, You're hoping that it might be able to stop the fountain entirely. As well of all this, I will say that with that circuit around, you can tell that all of this 5-foot space around the fountain are pressure plates. Stepping onto those is what clearly triggers the fountain. However, you don't see any sort of pressure plates besides those 4 raised parts. You don't see any other pressure plates on the edge of the fountain, on the rim of it.
So you could jump onto the rim and stand there, or we could get something from the other room and lay it like a ramp. Like take a bench and ramp it on the edge of the fountain.
Well, do you want me to try to deactivate it? Or we want to
that was the plan, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were
yeah.
gonna get water from it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess I was misunderstanding because when he said the corners, I thought he was being over here.
Yeah,
Oh,
these
no.
corners.
It's like on here.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. I completely misunderstood. Like,
How high up are the are the mechanisms on the pool?
On the pool
Are they
itself.
like on the ground?
No,
Or
there is that raised lip, which is where the pool of water is. The raised part is about 3 feet tall, and then that indentation, the piece that's jutted upward that they spotted, it's only about 1 inch high. It's really easy to miss.
Yeah, so are you more comfortable with jumping on that edge there and balancing while you do it? Or I could go grab you a bench and we could lay out the red carpet for you.
I mean, I feel like this would be a good chance to test out my steady balance.
I leave the room.
Flashback to the very beginning of last session down
Yeah,
the stairwell.
that seems really promising. I'm gonna hope for you.
Runs away.
I'll be
I mean,
supporting you from the sidelines.
technically, I to reach it, I don't have to touch the ground.
Do you have Thieves' Tools?
This is true too.
And proficiency with Thieves' Tools?
No.
I mean, I do have Thieves' Tools if you have proficiency in Thieves' Tools.
But I can try and reverse engineer the trap with crafting.
This is true too.
For whatever
Here,
you ladies want to do.
Yeah, how about this? Okay, because even if I set it off, it's not like it's not like it's just done and over with. We can still come back to it. I might get a little hurt. You guys feel free to leave the room. I'm gonna jump across, and I'm gonna use my Thieves' Tools.
Leave the room.
Right. I want to
Trust
fill one of
me.
these barrels with beer. While she's
Trust
doing
me, it'll work. We'll be fine. It'll be okay. So, all right, I'm gonna do an acrobatics first. Can't hear you.
You're going to be making, an acrobatics check to jump. Well, no, sorry. It's an athletics check to jump, and then an acrobatics check to balance. So the first thing I'm going to need for you is an athletics check to jump the 5 feet. It's not a difficulty C.
So that's a 17. I'm assuming that succeeds.
Oh, you assume that, do you?
I mean,
Yes.
you
it's
said it's
fine.
not a very high DC.
It's not. You very easily jump and land on the ledge. So now I'm going to need you to make that balance check.
18. And then not only do I succeed, if this succeeds, I get a critical success.
It is a success, so that would make it a critical success, yeah. So without issue, you jump, you land right on the edge, and you just easily balance there, parkour style, just going along that narrow edge. I'm going to...
Hey, I made it, guys. You should have seen it. It's really cool.
It sounds cool.
Last thing I need for you is you can see the spot where your friends indicated. There's a little bit of a gap there. You have your torch and you're kind of looking over it and getting close. You can see that there are gears and mechanisms underneath there in that gap. I'm going to need a thievery check from you.
11.
Oof. Okay. Well, let me see here. You kneel down and begin fiddling with the mechanism there. You feel some tension. You get your little pick around it and begin to pull. The moment that happens, the statue, you hear a... The thing begins to rise up, spinning wildly. It's going to shoot a blast of water directly at you, Maiko. Let's see here. It is going to be a 21 to hit.
Big oop.
I've got 21 AC.
Then it just hits you. It's...
I knew I should have cast shield on you.
The jet of water just flies directly at you, hitting you square in the back as you're kneeling down, just bent over, working on this thing. You're going to take a total of...
Oh dear.
9 points of bludgeoning damage, and it knocks you... Does it knock you back? No, it does not knock you back.
Sounds like it's really going well in there for Maiko. Kikiro, can you see if she's dead?
I'm good.
Okay. Alright.
Shaky thumbs up from the pool.
Yeah, seems like nothing to worry about.
The thing is activated, and it is now spinning around and around. I'm going to need you, Maiko, to roll initiative here. Actually, everyone really needs to.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
I'm just
Might
filling
not be
this
good.
For beer. Oh man, I accidentally rolled it to myself or privately again. So I don't know what it is.
Ooh, a natural 20?
You rolled an 18.
Nice.
That we should have. I don't know why it's. It's weird. I'm gonna just use this as it. I'm using this Kobold Warrior's token as the initiative for it, just to make my life a little easier. I rolled a... What was that? It was a 15.
The 15 is the one that you rolled. I rolled 4.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to fix it, so... There we go. Okay. So the Kobold Warrior in the encounter tracker is actually the water fountain. So everybody's in the other room, and you just heard this blast of water and Maiko cry out in pain. Aeden, you're the first person to react upon hearing that. What do you do?
I will take a stride action. To the doorway. Actually, I'm just gonna step because I could see her from here.
Yeah.
Still within range. And I'm just gonna cast shield on Maiko.
Okay.
I can't really do much else.
Yeah, that's fair. You cast shield on Maiko.
Appreciate it.
So at least that'll give you a +1 to AC. And you can use the shield block reaction if it hits you again.
Thanks.
That'll probably do it.
Definitely. Kikiro, you are next. You heard this go off as well, and you just saw Aeden cast a spell. You doing anything?
I'm just gonna scoop up a little bit of dirt and healing plaster, so that I have healer's tools if I need them.
Okay.
But I believe in my friend over there, so
That's
I'll just
fair.
have this healing dirt ready.
Malachi, it is your turn. You doing anything?
I'm filling this barrel with beer. I take another sip of it to make sure it still tastes bad.
It is still tasting bad.
Yeah.
The main reason I wanted to roll initiative because I just wanted to see whether or not the thing goes before Maiko, and it certainly does.
Just
She's
Yeah,
the only one.
I'm not doing shit.
Yeah, she's not in the room, so it's gonna be a single target. It is shooting directly at you, Maiko. As you kind of crouch there, you've already taken one hit. Let's see whether or not it actually hits again. 24. I assume that still hits.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could say no, but
Yeah. It is 2d4 damage.
But you can also shield block this.
Can.
yeah, I'm for 60. Yeah, I'll go ahead and shield.
Yeah, you might as well because it goes away after this turn. So, focusing your mind on the shield, you draw it up just as you see that water come shooting towards you. It blocks 5 points of damage instead of taking the 6. So that's good.
Okay, so then do I click block and then damage, or do you do that?
Let me see here. That didn't do what I wanted it to. Let's see. Yep, there you go. So it only took you only got the 1 damage. Perfect. It worked.
Perfect.
Okay, it is then your turn. The thing only has 1 action. Good for you. What are you doing?
Okay. So the stubborn side of me just wants to do the thievery tools again and try to
Turn it off.
try to turn it off. I just don't know if that's gonna work.
Do it.
Oh, do you have
You know
any
what?
flex tape?
Oh, shit. No, I did not grab flex tape. God dang it.
Fail.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do thieves tools again as 1 action, and try to disarm the trap. Or would I know if that would work? I mean, I know traps and shit. Would I know if that's gonna actually do anything?
I mean, if you disable the trap, it's disabled.
Okay. A 10, that doesn't. So, in that case, since I have more, I can move and shit. I'm leaving. I'm gonna take. Can I jump over the, these blocks?
You can always try. That's going to be an athletics check as your second action.
A 7, I do not.
You do not. You jump. You hit the edge of the ledge and stumble forward. You fall, land flat on your face on the ground, depressing a bunch of those tiles.
Can I, since I'm pretty good with acrobatics, can I do an acrobatics to, instead of fall, like tumble over?
Do you have an ability that allows you to do that?
I don't know. I mean, I got tumble through. I got steady balance.
Yeah, so none of those really sound like something
I
that
got
would
nimble
work.
dodge.
Yep, nope, not really.
Can I just then crawl the rest of the way out?
What's your speed when you're prone? Are you prone?
Yeah, she is prone right now.
Okay.
Or on the ground. I'm blanking on this one. I think your speed is halved when you're on the ground. Is that right? Let me double check.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember offhand. I'm going to have to look it up.
Can we just say yes? You are the GM. You get to make the rules.
Can we just say yes?
How about yes?
For comedic effect?
You can crawl 5 feet as a move action.
Oh my god, what the hell?
That's what it is. So you can use your last action to move 5 feet if you want to.
I'm doing it. I'm moving 5 feet, crawling 5 feet to the door. I may have fucked up, guys.
Draven, it is your turn.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't know if I have the movement to... I guess if I double move, I can get to her, and then is it possible to just, like, yoink her back into the room, just, like, throw her in?
I certainly won't fight you on it.
Yeah, drag her.
It'll be unopposed.
You would have to use... Yeah, I would say that using your full action, you'd probably be able to move her back about here, which at least gets her out of the room before the fountain's next turn.
Sure, I'll do that then, yeah.
Draven, always the hero.
Draven just comes running in, grabbing Maiko by the shoulders, and pulls her bodily back into the room. Let's say you slammed the door closed too.
No, what did we learn?
So that trap is not able to be disarmed. It is just, it's permanent. There's no turning that one off.
Okay.
Malachi says nothing. Well, I got a whole barrel full of beer here.
Here you say, that's liquid, that'll work. Let's go.
You know, that's what I've been saying this whole goddamn time. But I'm glad you came around.
Just speak up next time, Malachi.
Yeah, that's my problem is I don't speak up enough.
Definitely.
I need to talk a lot more. Alright. I look at Draven to carry my barrel.
I knew it. I knew it.
Draven, please. Please. It might be our last weapon against this fucking dragon robot.
Draven, there is a wheelbarrow, so you don't have to actually carry it.
No, it's fine. I've got this. It's all good. But I would at least like to survey. I would like to at least survey the area before I lug this thing downstairs.
Sure. I don't know how we're gonna get it to cover the thing, you know, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
If only I had some explosives. Otherwise, if all else fails, we just lead it back to this fountain, and hopefully, like you said, it goes to that little doorway. I don't know. We could always open the door and then like destroy the side of the fountain and make it flood. Another suggestion. What do I know?
I mean, let's see. I mean, if we get rid of the water now, and they're really far down this tunnel, the water is only going to go so far, and it's going to go in a straight line.
Yes.
So if we need to go to a left or a right once we get down this ramp, water's not going to help us.
All right, well, let's,
Necessarily.
I just don't think this thing is worth fighting unless we can get it into some water. So I'm ready to flee at a moment's notice. But let's go check it out.
Didn't Kikiro say that they have limited water magic at least?
That's
I have a little bit. Small amount.
Would it be
But it
enough?
is some.
How much in gallons would you say?
Very small.
So like less than a gallon?
Probably less than a gallon.
All right.
Okay,
Well-
so
It's like, yeah, we
So
can
that-
also just pour our water skins on it, guys.
I somehow think it's gonna take more than just that, but we could try.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The sarcasm. Oh well.
Oh, I wish
Alright.
I wish I could have gotten that trap. I mean, I guess there's always we could go back to Plan A. Somebody, lures the thing in there, and
I feel
That
like
was plan A?
yeah, I feel like that's kind of a last ditch
That's
effort.
plan
Okay,
B.
It's not.
I mean, we could get lucky and the room we need is underneath the fountain and we can, I don't know, try to cave it in or something.
That would be pretty slick. If only I had some explosives. All right, y'all say you want to scope it out, so let's fucking scope it out. Come on.
Thank you. We
I-
can't plan if we don't
does
know.
does anybody have healing? By the way, I'm like
No.
almost a half.
Oh, I can
You got this?
I can treat wounds.
Yeah, it would.
I've got
Very
mud
appreciated.
ready.
I mean, I've been feeling a little too clean, so.
Draven is
take 10
fascinated. He's gonna stand there and stare at this. Like, he's been working like as a grave digger, so he's like understands the human body. So the idea of using mud to heal is like, oh, mind blowing. He is watching.
Wildly enchanted mud.
I'm gonna scope out while these guys are doing this.
Yeah, it does take 10 minutes
Please.
to heal, so you can absolutely start
man,
scoping
sweet
it
chill.
out while that's happening.
All right, Aiden, you coming with me?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Malachi, don't smoke while you're down there.
Why'd you have to say it? And now it's gonna be in my mind. It's like, ooh, don't imagine an elephant. Now I'm gonna be thinking about cigarettes the whole time. God damn
Ooh.
it.
So I tried to heal you.
You did try to heal. But that's a critical failure.
What does that mean? I take that
Just
damage?
rubbed dirt in your
There's
wounds.
that one health potion sitting in there.
There is one more health potion still in the loot.
In the
if you
loot.
want it.
I'm gonna kind of, I'm gonna side eye the bird, and I'm gonna just grab the health potion.
There was like a rock in the mud, and you just like gouge their wounds.
No, rubs it in.
Yeah, because when you critically fail, you actually take 1d8 damage. So you, Maiko, just took 1 point of damage.
At least it was just one, but still.
Yeah, I lucked out with that roll for real.
Talk about rubbing salt in my wounds.
Yeah, literally.
That might have been it. There was salt in it.
My bad. That's mud
All right.
from the ocean.
How do I heal again with healing potions?
You
Open
drink
it up and then hit use. It's in your
It-
inventory.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
once
it's
you
already in
drag
my-
it. Well, once you put it in your inventory from the loot table. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll this stealth check. Okay.
Yeah. So for those of you who are scouting it forward, make me a stealth check blindly and a perception check blindly as well, please.
You said perception?
Yes. Okay. Aeden, you still are holding a torch. You're using it to light your way, which is a good thing. Because the pathway that you descend down is somewhat steep and a little bit slick. You can definitely tell that people have been going up and down this path for quite a while. It descends for about 80 or so feet until you reach a leveled chamber that opens up quite a ways. You can see that in the center of this area, there is a deep fucking hole directly in the center, about 10 feet or so away from the slope and in the mouth of the chamber. Beyond that, there is a ledge that descends further as well. The hole, it's difficult to judge exactly how deep it is. From where you're standing at the edge of this chamber, it looks like it goes down quite a ways. From beyond that, you can see that ledge that descends. There are two tall columns of stone, about 60 or so feet ahead of you, just at the edge of your light range. As you're pausing and listening, Aeden, you can hear something. It's very faint, but it sounds like whispered talking. You can just hear it because this wide chamber is echoey. It's the same it's the same smooth stone as the previous chamber you had been in. This is obviously just a large cave system. And because of that fact, you can hear those whispers somewhere in the distance, but it's difficult to tell exactly where it's coming from because of the fact that it's echoing so much.
See, the water would have just went down the hole.
You're right again as always, aren't you?
There's also voices up ahead or down the hole. I can't really tell.
Can I listen? Because I have a bonus to my listening, if I can find it, to identify specifically like people and where they're at and how many there are.
You can. You can make this one public.
Public. So I will, since we can see through this room, I will move forward just to get some better range there. Let's go right here, actually. Okay, public roll. My +2. So 15.
You pause for a second, listening, those cat ears of yours just flicking, trying to make out the same sounds that Aeden is hearing. It takes you a moment, but you can hear it. Judging based off of the way the echoes are hitting your ears, you're guessing probably northeast-ish. It's definitely coming from the lower part of this cave down the ledge. You can see that ahead of you, directly to the north, there is another slope going downward. About 20 or so feet that levels off to the lower area. And you would be able to see that here, this is the ledge going down. Probably about the same height, about 20 or so feet.
Ooh, can we? Well, I guess they might see our light if we peer over the ledge. I want to turn back to Aeden and say, well, I think we got a pretty decent idea of where they are. Maybe we should get back to the crew and devise a plan.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Start heading back.
Okay. The two of you start making your way back up the tunnel. It only takes about 5 or so. This whole thing took about the time Kikiro was rubbing salt in Maiko's wounds.
Come back and Maiko's drinking a health potion, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess it went well. All right, so down the ways, there's a big deep hole leading to God knows where, center of the earth probably, and then there's like a ledge which you can look off of, and a little slope going down to a lower area. And we heard, I think you said 3, right? 3 voices?
Yes.
Which are presumably Zarunder, Kikrich, and Banga. Something like that. No sign of the creature. Though I'm sure it's down there.
Maiko, sitting in the kind of reconsidering her life choices, her choices in profession at this point. Well, do we just? What do we want to do? Do we want to just go in and?
It sounds like it. If it's because you cannot see in the pit, I could potentially see in there. My eyes are better suited for darkness anyways, but the problem is I don't know if I can be as quiet as everyone. But
Say we go down there and we give them a run for their money. I'm not even concerned about this big pit unless it's to drop somebody down in it, which
well,
would be
I
really
was
awesome.
well. That's what I was thinking. If the thing is the right below, we just take the barrel of water and plop.
And just blop it. I say we set the barrel up by the ledge, and then if the thingy comes out, we plop the barrel on top of its head. But
Ooh. Or if we're down there and it's right at the ledge, you shoot it, it explodes and come down.
this is all kind of ideas. I don't know that my shooting
I
would
don't
make it
know.
explode.
I don't know how any of it works, so I was just...
It might just pop a hole in it and start.
We also don't know where the hole goes. It just goes down. We don't know if it goes down to where we heard the voices or not.
No, but the ledge supposedly does.
Mhm.
Yeah, the voices were past the ledge.
Yeah, so not in the hole, but like at the end of the room, there was a ledge that like oversaw the lower area. Presumably, they're down in it.
So the plan is to Indiana Jones them with alcohol.
Yeah, we're gonna walk down there, set the barrel on the ledge, go down there, start kicking ass. Once the thing shows up, then we try to get it by the ledge so that somebody up high can drop the barrel. Preferably not me, on account of my skinny little arms. And I flex. All my muscles just for show. But yeah. Unless somebody wants to stay with me, we could, our powers combined, probably push a barrel.
I'm 2 feet tall.
Indeed.
I could fit inside the barrel.
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. It's not very good.
Do we have any concept of like how high the ledge is? Is it like at 20 feet above the ground?
Yeah, you
or
did
like
tell
at
us
8?
that, right? You said
Yes, I did. It was
20
about 20 feet.
20 feet? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, about 20 or so.
I was missing that.
Not too bad.
Maiko
Alright.
kind of
Yeah,
sheepishly looks at her arms and kind of glances over at Draven.
Yeah, but Draven's not as useful from far away, so I think leaving him up on the ledge might not be a good idea.
Yeah,
I can-
I can throw...
fair.
I have like 4 javelins.
Nah, I want to see you in there.
I'm
You know, I
fairly
will.
mighty.
You're mighty?
Fairly mighty.
Well, I'm so glad we found you down in these tunnels. You got some good range.
Yes.
All right. I love it. I think we got the semblance of a good plan here.
I mean, it's a plan anyway.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Maiko,
go
I
get
don't
this
think you
big
wanna
thing
talk.
wet.
Let's treat it like every other plan and fuck it up right away and make shit up as we go.
I just want to reiterate for everyone that Aeden said, let's get this big thing wet.
I did not hear it, and now I take 1d8 psychic damage.
Malachi has a giggle. That's good. That's a good one. I could add a lot to that, but I won't. Let's go.
Okay. Well, so what are we all doing? Are you just going straight down there? Are you taking that keg of beer? Are you using the wheelbarrow? What's up?
Elegant Draven. I mean, it sounds like we're going down there, but I want you to bring the keg.
I'll bring the keg.
Okay. Give me
Just
an
straight Terry.
athletics check real quick. Just, we'll see how well you do.
20?
Oh yeah, without issue, you pick it up one-handed, just kind of hold it on your shoulder.
Malachi watches intently. I was pissed at Aeden for suggesting the wheelbarrow. I'm like, Draven's gonna pick it up in his big, strong arms and carry it down there.
Draven's stupid. He would have put it in the wheelbarrow and then picked the wheelbarrow up anyway.
Malachi blushes. It's like, all right, let's go.
Okay.
Getting a little hot on under the collar there, Malachi.
That would be really funny though. The wheelbarrow. You can use.
Would
the
you like a
wheelbarrow to
towel?
Get up in one arm and the
Wheelbarrow in the other.
like not even together.
You know
I don't
what?
know how this helps.
Malachi's like, good, yes, keep going. Walk in front of me, actually.
Dead.
Okay, so you're making your way down the tunnel, Draven carrying a keg over one shoulder, a wheelbarrow over the other. What sort of marching order are we using as we make our way down?
I'll be nearish the back.
I don't mind taking front. I'm not quite sure where we're going, so I'll need somebody with me to kind of point out where they think, but...
Can I pass my torch off to somebody else? Because I'm going to be all stealthily, like.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't need
Alright.
it.
Okay, how do I give it to Malachi?
It's you would just turn yours off, and Malachi would have to turn one on.
Okay, well, let's just do that and just pretend that I handed it to you.
Yeah. And then you would click the tab that turns it on.
I didn't do it. I thought I did.
It's under actions. Doesn't look like you're holding it.
I see my torch under inventory.
Yes, so click on the torch under inventory.
Uh-huh.
And then on the right-hand side, there's a little thing that looks like a shirt. Click that.
Yeah.
And then you can place, put one-handed.
So nothing pops up when I see like a little kind of box that says stowed when I hover over it. And then when I click it, like nothing.
So put it in your hand and then go to your actions tab, and then there's a little checkbox, torch is lit.
Yes.
Let me try this one more time. Oh wait, I see it.
Oh, wait a minute. It's
Held with one hand.
there you go.
I think I've done it. Torch. I see it. It says sheath, drop, strike.
Go to actions, and at the very top of the page of actions, scroll
Oh, okay,
up.
I see it.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Damn, it's bright as fuck.
Okay.
All right, I
Now-
want to lead Draven over to the edge. Over there.
Right here.
Yeah, that's where we'll end up at.
Okay.
I don't know if I have to do anything first, but
Well, here's the deal. As your group is making your way down towards that ledge, the closer you've gotten, you're holding the torch, and the light cascades over
yeah.
the ledge.
So Draven can see in the dark, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, ooh,
I can get shit set up before you guys join me.
that's true. All right, I will snuff my torch and hold Draven's cloak to guide me in the darkness. Could I just point out that ledge over there, right there on the corner? I think would be good.
Okay. I will set the stuff down at the ledge right there. I don't know if there's anything you would like me to do, but
Barrel.
right there, yep.
I
Okay,
see
so
this
you're-
big black square here.
Yeah, it's the elevation thing is being weird.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if we need to maybe draw it on a different square and say it's there, we can.
Yeah, it's
This square should
you're
be fine.
basically
I can
putting
see
it
that
right
one.
here. So I'm just
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Now,
let me
is
do a
this
draw.
right here? Is this the pit that you're talking about?
Yes, that is
Yes.
a big hole to nowhere.
Okay, there you go. You got a little white circle there. There's your keg.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
We just gotta hope it's. Is there like a door or something down here? Is that why you're thinking it's gonna come out down here?
Well,
No, this is
This is a
overlooking
ledge.
just like an
Yeah.
area.
this is a ledge overlooking down here. This is about 20 feet down from here. This up here is a basically a ramp of stone going descending downward. Okay, so you got this. This is the descent. This is just a ledge 20 feet down. These over here, this area here and here, are columns. These are the columns of stone. You know, stalactite, stalagmite connections, big column, that sort of thing. This back here, this is the pit. It's deep. Like if you go over there and you shine your light down there, you cannot see the bottom.
Oh, wait a second. I just have.
Should drop a torch.
Yeah, that is the exact thought I had.
That's
How
what I
many
should have
torch-
done with mine.
I have 5 torches. Can we like just throw a torch down there and just see what happens? Like a lit torch?
You certainly can.
Sure.
Make a noise. But hey, we're not being that stealthy anyway.
You're
Oh,
not.
do we want to wait then?
Nah, we're fine.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, the light kind of gave your group away.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
It's
let
gonna
you know. And you do hear a yell. Somebody's coming! And then a bunch of patter, 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 patter.
Okay, but as that's going on, I'm just gonna light a torch real quick and throw it down and see how if we can see the bottom.
That is totally fine. You could have been doing that as Draven was setting up
Yeah.
the keg. What alerted them was the light. Once you got closer to the ledge, the light shone far enough that they spotted it.
Yeah, we didn't think this through.
It's fine.
It's okay. What I will say is it takes about 6 seconds for the lit torch to disappear in the darkness.
Oh, damn.
But there's no sound.
There is no sound.
It's endless. Just like I said.
If it's not endless, it's pretty fucking deep. You do not want to fall.
Center of the world, I'm telling you.
But you
Oh,
do.
no.
You would be able to see Malachi at a distance. There are 2 individuals standing at the bottom of the stairs, or the bottom of the ramp, and they see you, and they yell out at you. So I am going to have to say that we're going to end things here for this evening. I was about to say we're going to start, but it's 9 o'clock, so.
Yeah.
Can I ask one quick question just for a little tiny clarification?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I know you said it took 6 seconds for the torch, like, to not see the light. Was it like a gradual? It looks like it got too far for me to see the light. It wasn't just like a quick blip. It went out because of.
It's you dropped it, you watched it. It's like, you drop a glow light down a hole. You see the light going farther and farther and farther and farther and farther until it disappears.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Just making sure it wasn't just the wind blowing it out. Yep, that's a deep pit.
It is a very deep pit. And we're going to be starting things off next session, jumping right into initiative once again. You have alerted the individuals in the back. You've heard them yell. You've heard pitter-patter of feet. And now you can see 2 of them at the distance at the bottom of this ramp here. So that's where we're starting things off. But that we're going to find out what happens in 2 weeks. So, well, thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We very much appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. Come back in 2 weeks to find out whether or not our heroes are able to defeat the rest of these individuals who have now been alerted, and what exactly they're doing down here underneath Woodpine. Should be a lot of fun. Now, as always, I like to go around the table and have everyone tell us who they are and where we can find them on the internet. And Brie, you did the recap, so why don't you go ahead and go first?
Hello, my name is Brie. You can find me here every other Monday on the Random Rhapsody Network playing Malachi. You can also find me at Pink Chic Geek Art on Instagram. Usually I plug something, but I didn't have any time to think about it. So maybe heavy lifting, it's probably good for you.
Probably. For those of you who don't know, Brie is actually the one that did all of the art for our characters. So every character we've got, that's her. You like what she did? Go check her out.
Yeah.
Delioth, you're next.
Right on. I'm Delioth or Braden. You can find me here every other Monday with this game. You can also find me on Twitter at Delioth Infinite, or I'm sometimes on The Lost Caravan as well. I don't think I have anything specific to plug right now, though.
That's fair. Dyto, you're next.
Hello, I'm Dyto. You can find me here every other Monday, doing this, and on alternate Wednesdays from this, doing Curse of Strahd on Wednesdays. You can also find me over at Lost Caravan sometimes. I don't think I have anything going on over there until June.
Sounds about right. John, you're next.
I'm John. I played Draven tonight. You can find me here every other Monday and Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, I am in the Magic Knights campaign, where, we talked about it earlier. Things are getting a little heated. My boy Salem kind of took seeing all that horrific stuff a little too personally and made it his plan to, charge in. So if we all die, my bad. But you can find me on Instagram at CreativePanda88 or at Blue Sky at johnpoart.bluesky. So,
right on. Okay, Brandie, you're next.
Hi, I'm Brandie. You can find me here every other Monday playing this game as Maiko, the really terrible rogue. Worst at her job.
Swashbuckler.
Apparently. Swashbuckler, well, but I'm the only one with the rogue-like skills, and I suck at it. You can also find me every other Wednesday, the opposite Wednesday, playing Bead on Curse of Strahd. Otherwise, I'm on all the socials as at RiverDragon82. That's River with a Y. About it.
Right on. Well, as always, I am Matthew R. Dawson, aka Scruffy Wanderer on the tweets and the instas. I am always your friendly neighborhood host and GM here on the network. And you can always find me running games every Monday and Wednesday. Occasionally, you can find me over on Lost Caravan RPG. I'm actually not doing anything this next month, but I'll probably try to do something again with them in July. You can also find me over on All on the Table TTRPG. It is a trans rights group that we do a ton of stuff. We have Pathfinder and pretty much everything else. You'll find me there on the second Saturday of every month, so that's coming up here in a few weeks, where I'll be playing Tybal Toldrum, my favorite catfolk rogue. So check me out on all that too. Well, on behalf of everyone here in the Æther-Tech crew and everyone with Random Rhapsody, I just want to say, thank you folks. It's been a delight. So long. Good luck. And until next time, don't forget to fight the machine. And we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.